What's going on? We're here with a new episode of the New Hood Podcast where we discuss things like marriage, manhood, fatherhood, parenthood, and everything in between.
Yeah.
Throw a little bit of entertainment in there as well. But I'm here with the guys. You got myself, D. Braxton. We
Yes,
got
sir.
Mr. Do It All himself,
One
Shawn.
and only.
And we got the gamer extraordinaire, Mr.
Hey,
Goat himself,
hey,
Venom.
hey, come on now. Talk to him. Talk to
What's the
him.
deal? What's the deal?
Cooling, Brody. Cooling, man. It's crazy because like I know people may like not see the pod, like we haven't done it, but we talk to each other every day. But it's just always good, seeing because y'all niggas don't never answer my FaceTime, so it's cool.
I've
Talking about
always
answer your
answered
face.
FaceTime. Don't
Exactly.
But
He
lie.
y'all
just
don't
be
be,
You
lying.
but y'all
literally
don't be,
FaceTime me the
but
other
y'all
day
don't
and
be
I
wanting
answered.
to. You can see it in your face. You don't want to
Well,
see
I
it.
don't like talking on FaceTime just because I don't be knowing what to like do. I'm just not good at that.
Yeah, just head just slowly. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah,
That man called me the
man.
other day talking about what's going on, good fella. He said some crazy stuff. I was like, man, look, hey, not my phone.
Man.
Hey, I got a visitor.
Hey, Maya,
Hey.
what's good?
We supposed to be going night night.
Hey, you ain't
Well, yeah,
sleep.
man.
What make you think you go to sleep?
Hey,
But
Yeah, man.
everybody been good though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
All
good,
good.
things
man.
considered, it could be worse. So
Hey, okay, I'm with you now. Hold on.
Yeah, that's facts. That's a fact. Yeah, everything good on my end. I can't complain at all. You know how that be.
Facts.
Yeah.
I say bet. I know we got
Well,
some good
shoot.
topics.
Yeah, we definitely got some good topics. Before we get into them, do y'all want to? Any of y'all got anything y'all need to
night night.
promote? Tell people to take a look at anything for yourself or anybody around you.
Nah, man. I'm about to say y'all just continue to support. Like share. If you fuck with the pod, just push it out. Whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, it does go a long way. So appreciate y'all. That's about it.
Yeah, I
All right.
definitely agree with that.
Well, that's a bet. Well, let's get into the first topic of the day. Let's see, Josh,
Yeah.
or no, I think Sean. It was one of your topics first, right?
Yeah.
All right, Sean,
Uh,
give it to us. What we got?
so I said my question is what's a mantra that you live by or a quote, that you live by that you think would make more people's life easier if they adhere to it, if they follow it and stick by it.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll go.
Okay.
Mine. It always started off as a joke, but honestly, it's something I use, and it's the quote that's in my signature block, even at work, and it's a vision without action is merely a dream. Kevin Gates said it. But that's how because it's easy, to say, like, I have a dream, but you see people don't always chase a dream. It's easier to say it instead of actually, like, taking steps to actually try to achieve that. Because that's the part. Like, it's easy for me to say, like, hey, I'm going to be a millionaire. But then realistically, I don't take the first
Mm-hmm.
step of reading books, learning how to invest, or trying to make money while I'm asleep. I'm just like, it's gonna come one day. Yeah, I'm just like, but and it took that for me to, and that's why I started doing school and doing things I actually liked, and stuff I like. We talked about early on in the pods where it's like where I wouldn't mind going to work, where it's just like it's not a job, it's just something I love to do, but also able to branch out and make money. But so actually, that's why I had to look and start taking my advice. And I think if everybody did that, like, cause it's like I said, it's easy to say something, but it's way harder to actually try to achieve that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
I like that you gave somebody credit for that, but I'm almost sure somebody else said that before.
No, no, Kevin Gates was
Kevin
first one,
Gates.
brother.
I'm almost sure.
Brother, he jumped in the car with his
That-
hands. What are we talking about?
right, right.
Who else
I'm
gonna say
pretty
something like that?
sure a vision without progress is just. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Google that. I'm sure somebody else said that first,
Hey man, ain't
but
no way you about to take it away from Luca Brasi.
um, I got I got one at least. So one of the
Okay.
ones that it's just like a personal one. Um is that it costs you nothing to be a decent person.
Mm,
It costs you
okay.
zero. It costs you nothing to be a decent person.
Mm,
And that kind of ties into like, because one of the popular things to say is nice guys finish last. And I think that that's absolutely a false statement
okay.
because I think people tie being a nice guy to like loser tendencies. And
Yeah,
realistically speaking, like, no, being a decent person is a genuine trait. Like it has nothing to do with like what's going to be reciprocated to you. It has nothing to do with like it's not something I think is hard to do because I think people tie being a decent person with being a pushover or with being somebody that always says yes, that always um, does the what they quote unquote the right thing, and the right thing that's subjective or whatever. But I think waking up when somebody like being honest, being a decent person towards people, I don't think that costs you anything. I think
Facts.
when you like secure in who you are and like also confident in like because I'm gonna do this without like expectations, and I'm not doing this because I want something in return. I'm doing this because I know this is the right thing to do. And I also don't want nothing in return for it because I think I'm gonna work my ass off to get what I want anyway. So like I'm not doing something because I want something back. I'm doing something because it's the right thing. So that's why I say it don't cost you nothing to be a decent person. Is it hard? Are some decisions harder in life? Sure. Saying certain stuff is a little bit harder, sure. But sometimes that's not tied into like, oh, I'm just being a decent person. Like, no, you actually, going through the whole process of being a person when you making hard decisions. But I don't know if that's always tied to being like, oh, I'm being a good person or being the good guy. So I think, yeah, I think, and they a lot of times when they say, a lot of people who say that nice guys finish last, or oh, you gotta do this and do that, is like, no, you're saying that because everything that you're doing is because you want some type of reciprocity to it. You want, if I give out $100, I'm expecting $100 in return or some type of good favor. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And in
$1 a
reality,
year.
exactly. And I was like, so in reality, if you're
Hold
doing
on,
that with wanting something in
hold on.
return, then that means you're not doing it with a genuine heart to begin with. You know what
no,
I'm
that's
saying?
facts.
Hold
So,
That's
on, you
facts.
and that's why I say, yeah, it don't cost you nothing to do that or be decent. But just understand that just because you do something and you deem it decent doesn't mean
hold
that you're
on.
going to get something back all the time. So,
No, that's
um,
facts.
and if you losing in life, it's probably because of a step maybe you didn't take
Got.
to like secure that situation, or it just wasn't meant for you. Not because, oh, I was a good person. Like that's not true. At least in that, and that's just my opinion on that. But yeah.
No. What about you, Shawn?
First off, let me say I definitely agree with that. I think that was a good way of putting it,
Yeah. That's
for
yeah.
sure. Um,
It facts.
but I think for me, it's something that kind of grew on me with time. It's something that my mom used to tell me all the time. It was just do what you can live with.
Mm, okay.
Um, and I think I misconstrued that a lot of times with like over leveraging myself. And it's something that we can kind of talked about and discussed in like previous pods and stuff like that. It's just like finding that balance of like, uh, being a lending hand and like doing too much. Um, I'm not gonna be able to pick you up to take you to every party and do this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna be able to cook every day and invite you over to
Mm,
because I still have to like be able to provide for me and my family.
Mhm.
But if I throw something on the grill one random Saturday and you cross my mind, then I know you may be going through something. I know you may just need to step out the house for a minute. Come on through, man. Come get some of this food. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's kick it and chill for a second so you can like relax your mind because I know you're going through something. Um, that kind of thing. Like, I can't give you my last $20, but I can give you five. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know you
mm,
going through your own trials and tribulations and stuff like that. So just learning the significance and the weight of that saying, especially as I've like progressed through life and stuff like that. and just growing, like realizing that I can't do everything. I can't live with, giving you my last 20 if I know I still got to feed my kids and my wife. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's probably the biggest one that I can think of off the top of my head right now.
Oh no, that was all good. That was dope.
Okay.
Dope topic. I
Cool,
like that.
cool. Yeah, good topic. Good topic.
Hey.
Okay. That was your topic, right, Sean?
Yeah, that was me. That was me, brother.
Okay. Josh, what you got for us?
Okay, so at what age did you let your sibling rivalry or cousin rivalry go because you realized that they always been rooting for you?
Ooh. Um,
Yeah, you got that one first, DJ.
I think let's say, let me see. I think I let that go. I let it go a long, long time ago, so I can't really pinpoint the exact
Okay.
time. But I think but I think it's mainly because I've moved around so much,
Mhm.
especially at a younger age. I moved out and moved with my other cousins when I was like 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? So my initial cousins that I grew up with and all of that stuff, like that was, we wasn't always around each other, and so I think once I realized like I wanted something out of myself, and they had whatever they had going on, so I just, the rivalry part, I think when we was young kind of became different because we all started finding different stuff. Like I was into sports, boxing, and all that stuff, and my one cousin, he's into rapping and stuff, and I ain't got a lick of that. You know what I'm saying? And then my twin brother, was kind of doing his thing, and then my cousin, who was a girl, she was doing her thing. Like, so I don't know. It was a while ago, honestly,
That's dope.
a long, long time ago.
I'm not
But
surprised by that answer. I'll take that back.
But I don't really want. Like as I got older. I think probably like once I became like a teenager. Really, I just really started realizing like I don't want what nobody got. I want, like, maybe you have something that I want, but I don't want yours. I want
Mhm.
my own version of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I eventually just started, like, as at a young age, started. That's how I want it. I don't really want nothing nobody else got. Like I want my own version of it, whether that's a promotion, whether that's some new shoes. I don't want yours. I want mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that's the part of it. But there are times. I guess there have been times where we was, flaunting off stuff, but not. It had to be in the teenage years, though. I think.
Okay.
But
That's dope. About you,
what
Sean?
about you? Yeah.
I don't know, man. Um,
I would say,
I
did you
think I
have
was
any?
young. I don't. I wouldn't. I don't know. I can't really say that I had one.
Yeah.
But the closest thing I can think of it was my oldest cousin.
Okay.
When we was younger, like, man, probably like the eighth grade, ninth grade. Um, I would get like a lot of like hand me downs from him and stuff like that. He would get like, cause he played football and basketball. He was just like all around, all star type shit. And he would get like a lot of attention. So I would like, uh, at the house and outside the house. So I think that like uh caused like a rift in. And I wouldn't even say it was really with him. It was just within myself for real. Like trying to learn my worth, my value, and stuff like that. Just trying to like really, yeah, I guess that's the best way that you could put it. Is like learn my worth, uh, and realizing that kind of like what DJ was saying that. Yeah, you got everybody in the school, look, or all the girls in school looking at you or whatever, but I want my own girls to look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want somebody to be interested in me for me, you know what I'm saying? Not all the outside stuff. So I think that was, and it wasn't really a rivalry with him. It was just like I said, more so internally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
ain't
Hey,
nothing but
we get all that. Okay.
it.
So, like, if anybody don't know, me and my brother are 9 years apart, right? And so, going back, if you go to the neighborhood, like they'll tell you, like, oh, my dad was really good in basketball. Like he should have been in the NBA, but then my brother came along, so I blame him for not having money, right? So that started it. So find that out. But then, like as I started getting good in basketball, like he would always talk noise, and I was smaller all the time, so he would just like, of course, I'd be talking noise, and like he wouldn't take it easy. Like he'd beat the brakes off me. I'd cry. My dad would make me go inside, and like it continued to the point where when he joined the military at 18 and then started moving up and I started getting good at basketball. But I was outside, like I would talk to him. He'd be at Germany, be like, I'm coming home in 2 months. It's on. But I would get so mad. Like I would go out at 11 o'clock at night and just shoot and shoot and say, like, I
But
promise you,
how what's the age difference between you and your brother though?
9 years.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So you didn't. So you just always had that, like, cause see, like I have a brother who's older than me. He's like basically that around that same age. Like my brother is like 8 years older than me. So I never had that rivalry with him because, like, I thought he was just the coolest person ever. So I was
Oh,
low
no.
key trying to like steal his style and shit. Like
Oh, no.
and then like with my twin brother, I never uh like it was definitely a sibling rivalry, but it
Hmm.
wasn't like we just liked so many different type of things that like and on top of that, I guess being a twin is kind of a hard thing because everybody always
Yeah,
comparing you.
association.
So
Yeah,
I guess like
that's
for
true.
me, it was never a like, oh, I want to be better. I just got so tired of the comparisons at a young age that I just completely like detached from like the comparisons. Like I just
Okay.
didn't care to hear them. So like I just kind of like did my own thing. So I guess maybe that's what it was. Like I just never felt like, oh, I got to do this better than him. Like because I was just like when he was like, oh, well, regardless, they was comparing him to me or me to him. I think both of us kind of at a to an extent. And he on here, so maybe he'll say something different. I mean, he on here watching, so maybe he'll say something different. But I never felt like it's annoying, but I never was like, oh, I got to do this better. Like I just was like, as soon as it was a comparison, I completely shut it out. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to. I don't even want to do it no more. Honestly, you know.
Oh, no. It was,
Yeah.
and I was so hard headed. Like at 15, that was the last time my brother beat me in basketball. We came over Jordan. Hey, it was up. And since then, my head only got bigger. And me not noticing, like he was always bigging me up. Like even in high school, like my name would be in paper and he would call me from Germany and be like, yo, bro, I just seen you drop 30 points. Like, that's good and stuff. And I was like, but I was like waiting for the other shoe drop. Like, what you got to say? And then it came to me and like he was my recruiter going into the Air Force. And me and him got in an argument. And at that time was childish. So I was like, hey, forget my brother. I'm gonna go sign with the Army. And then worst decision ever. I found out and my brother was the one who ended up getting me out of that. He went with me to the recruiter's office and got me out. And still then I was like, nah, it honestly didn't get over to like me and our brother didn't like start having conversation where we wouldn't just argue. Cause since we were 9 years apart, I always felt like he was trying to be my dad. And I was like, bro, you're not my dad. I already look at you like a cousin. If we being honest. I said with the 9 year dad, I said, cause he was gone at 18.
Yeah.
And then I was gone at 9. So I was about to say, DJ, when we got the crib together, that's when like I seen he was rooting for me. Cause like I said, he was my recruiter. And like when it came to winning awards, like he was like, "Oh, bro, you already better than me. Like you doing." This is when he was still in, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, oh
Yeah.
damn, maybe I had this
My
wrong. I was like,
yeah. Y'all see Darryl on here, right?
"Hey, yeah, I see the OG,
He
triple
he
What's
wanted
OG.
to,
going
he
on,
wanted to give
fellas?
What's
his
happening,
What's
baby?"
happening?
he wanted to give
Sorry for
his
the appearance,
perspective
man.
on
I'm
the
fresh off work, though, man. They've been working me like a dog.
Nah, you good, baby?
he wanted to
What's
give
been
his
going on with y'all,
perspective.
though?
We good, bro. Give your perspective real quick on the whole sibling rivalry. Did you ever feel that, or did you ever like do that? My bad for adding him unexpectedly, but
Oh no, I love it.
Yeah, you
yeah.
good.
No, and I think it was more so like how we were spaced out. Like with me and you, it just seemed like even though we twins, we were like total opposites. So Like you was an indoor type, and I always had to be outdoors.
He
So it
just
was
called
like,
me a house nigga. That's just crazy.
you definitely was
That
the
shit.
house Negro,
I wasn't gonna say
and
that.
That
at
is
this
Uncle
point in
Sean.
crazy.
life, I would
That is
prefer to be the
crazy.
house
Like I ain't
nigga.
never been on the block before. That's crazy.
I'm not
Like,
saying that. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't mind reversing roles with you, brother. But yeah, I don't think we ever had like a
hold
sibling
on.
rivalry. Now we had a cousin rivalry. He know who I'm talking about.
He said,
Yeah, but even that I don't think lasted a long time though.
Nah,
You think
nah,
so?
I don't think so. Like, I don't know. I think it's just like I think it'd be more so like a male thing though. For like just growing up, and it was just something we just got out of when you had it with people, regardless of family or you know
Mm-hmm.
friend, whatever. It was just something that we all, to me, like a little competition motivates me to get to that next level.
Facts.
But yeah, I don't think we really
Yeah.
had a rivalry though. For real. That's my
Yeah.
dog right there. We wasn't.
See, I love that, man. I guess that's what I wanted. But like since like I said, me and my brother was 9 years apart, and like he left when I was 9, so I had the house to myself. I mean, I was in my mind, I was the only child. I didn't care what you said. And so,
Yeah. Hey, this is a side note because my other homeboy watching, he just made a comment, so I just had to ask y'all because it stems from another conversation we had, right?
okay,
Now I want to know because y'all two are from Mississippi, me and Darryl from
right,
Detroit, and my homeboy he's from the West Coast, right?
okay.
So he said that there was a time that people wore double tank tops, like different colored ones. Like you would have one color and the other another color.
The
Have
first time I
y'all
seen that was
ever
50
done that?
Cent. The only time I seen that was 50 Cent. And that's a New
have y'all
York
ever?
thing.
I seen the
Have y'all
double
ever?
At
shorts
a
and the
dance
double
battle,
socks.
Yeah, I'm about to
Seen the
say, I
double
mean,
socks.
Double socks, yeah, or like you had like
the
a
polo.
t-shirt, yeah, or like if you had a t-shirt and like maybe you had like a long sleeve under it, that's a different
Mm-hmm.
color,
Seen that.
or
Yeah.
like an actual shirt with like maybe just to show the collar part a little different color. But
Yeah.
like tank tops is like I was like,
Wow.
ain't no way, because
Two different white
he
beaters. Hey, you
yeah,
go.
two different tanks is crazy diabolical work. I never
I'm
seen
going
baby,
that
the
though.
other
baby,
way.
give me a
Yeah, I'm
shirt,
about
man.
to.
You're making me
I'm going the
uncomfortable.
other way.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I seen that coming down the street, I'm crossing the street.
That's some
That's,
diabolical behavior.
That seemed more so like
he said, "Man,
a
Cali be
dance battle.
high."
That seemed like dance battle attire.
Right,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
gonna start crumping
We
that in the
finna
middle
get
of
it,
that.
bro.
I must say, I literally only seen it with 50 Cent. And I was like, okay, well, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
I had me
he
some
roasted me
cheese
because he see
Adidas.
I got a Nike shirt that got double check marks. He gonna say he said you can wear a double check mark, but I can't wear a double check top.
I
That's funny.
ain't gonna lie. When I first seen it, I was like, damn, my computer is messing up. It is showing.
Yeah. So oh, you about to do it, do it.
But I wouldn't even see like I don't. Well, maybe it was just well. You said he said it was like more so a fashion thing because I don't. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
fashion.
That,
Mm,
I couldn't do it
He
no,
said,
no, no.
because
I
okay, and
just
like
I'm
you
had
about
had to buy a
to
large and a medium for
you
them to
got a
see
lot.
this other shirt or this other color.
to. He said, oh, I'm
No
putting this shit
disrespect,
on.
brother. I'm just saying that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna say. I mean,
no.
yeah, definitely. Like you said, it'd be hot in Cali. Maybe
It's the
that's what
yeah,
it
it's the
was.
West Coast, man. It got to be a
Yeah.
West Coast thing. But I mean, on the West Coast, I also be seeing people in the little like the shorts with they be wearing like cargo shorts with like long socks. That's also a Cali thing too. So I was
Yes.
like, they just different out here, man.
Yeah.
They just
I'm
different
not
Oh,
gonna
you
lie.
mean like
Uh,
do you mean like the socks that go all the way up your calf?
all the way up
I'm
your
not
Okay,
calf,
following
yeah,
my
yeah,
man.
bad.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about to say, I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie. When I was at tech
You
school out
did
there
that.
in Cali, I definitely did that. I
You
definitely,
did that?
I definitely did. I got a picture now. It's so, bro, like, and I get mad at Facebook for doing that shit. Like, it's just share a memory. Like, hey, stop trying to do that. You're trying to pick my lamest moments and put it on blast. Because I had a
Yeah.
YMCB shirt on. Like, you could tell I
Oh,
had to
you wow.
I
I,
remember you had that shirt. It was
chill.
red, wasn't it?
Yeah. Chill.
I remember
What's up?
that because I was like, oh, okay, he different. He got
Drake was popping there, man. Come on now, don't do that.
YMCMB.
That was 13 years ago. Man. Tell
Yeah.
me. But you couldn't tell I had the little Cali hat on. It was like, we
Hmm.
going downtown. I got y'all. And looking at it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I had the
It
Vans.
was some heat that came out during that time though. Like that I'm on one with Drake and
Yup.
Ross. That was
Mm,
hot during that
Drake and
time.
Ross.
Really the whole
Gotta
Drake
look at him.
era was like right when we was coming up
Mm-hmm.
in the military. So that was a time to be alive.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's when
But
I
yeah.
thought Big Sean was gonna be the best rapper alive. He was on pace. Cause that album, I woke up every day and played that before I went to
Yeah.
in phase 2. To the point where my roommate, he was like, he knew every word. Like he knew what was playing when it was time to get up. He was like, oh, you'll play that? I was like,
I'm from
oh, the
Detroit, and
Big
I
Sean?
never thought Big Sean was gonna be the best out. But I've always been like, oh, like
What?
I'm gonna always give him a look because he did a mainstream thing, and that ain't easy to do. But speaking of music and hip hop, to kind of segue into that, what do
Oh
y'all think
yeah.
about the different little rap beefs that's going on? First of all, we got to start with let's start with the person who backed out of it. What do y'all think about the J. Cole backing out from the
I'll let Sean go because he'll be
and
the only one that
apologizing?
we're gonna disagree with. I
Yeah,
feel sorry
what you
about
think, Sean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
What you think,
Man,
Sean?
hey,
Do you
look, I said,
understand?
yeah, I said I understand it, brother. I said that I feel like he didn't want it to, from the way that I'm looking at it, it's like he didn't want it to go too far. He didn't want to
Okay.
ruin no relationship, some like with people that he valued in his life and stuff like that. Like he just didn't see it that deep. Like, and then he might be going through his own thing, like his own journey, like mentally and stuff like that. To where that's just not the
Said his
space. That
own
ain't the
journey.
type of time that he want to be on. Like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit up here and beef and argue with you. Like the
Okay.
same way I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with y'all, brother. Like, hey,
Okay.
he said what
I
he said,
mean,
brother.
I feel that,
Huh.
but nah. It's like nah, because it's rap for one, and I know people was like talking about the Biggie and Tupac thing, and like, oh, but that ain't even how they beef started. So I'm like, I don't want people to always think it gotta always turn into like something nasty. But on top of
You
that,
show me one rap beef that ain't go left. Hey,
I can name one
Bow
right
it's
Wow
now.
quite
and
a
Lil
few.
Romeo.
Yeah, I'm about to
hell
say
no.
uh Joyner Lucas, Tory Lanez,
Yeah,
where it was just like because like when you see those people like you talk about the big three, whether your top five, top like those names will be in there. Like they're
mhm.
interchangeable. And so like as fans of music, and like we always talk about like all these people just coming out with this bullshit, it's just crazy. So when lyricists dropped like music, it was like, and you knew they were friends. Like you can still Google now this interview Kendrick did last year. That was like,
Yeah,
yo, he respect both of their music. Like he was like, nah. But when it comes to competition, like, nah, I'm killing everybody. And
But I
so
yeah.
mean,
I
and
oh
go
go ahead.
ahead. My bad. No,
Oh, I was
no,
about
go
to
ahead.
say I never like looked at as fan like to be like, oh, them two, oh, it's gonna take it off. Like they gonna shoot each other. Like if it was Dirk and Youngboy, I don't want to hear none of their diss tracks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm because it's different for me because it's like, nah, I feel like I'm promoting this. Like those two, like I'm like, nah, I'm good. But them, I was like, oh no, it's dope.
It's just rap.
But
It's
you,
just rap. But and on top of that, J.
uh,
Cole, even before this recent album, if you really go back to all his albums, is always he always sprinkling in a lot of this like, hey, if
yeah,
somebody say
I
something to
kill
me,
anybody.
I kill anybody on the track, and then the
all
moment
right.
that you had a chance to do that, you just, oh, I couldn't sleep good. It's like, man,
Yeah.
if you don't shut your
let
pussy
me
ass up,
all right.
man,
Let me say
I
this
can't
too. Like,
stand that.
I
But yeah,
guess like one way that I can see it is I guess you can't really call yourself the greatest if like you don't go against like the other greats. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like there's not a number there's no two number one spots. You know what I'm saying? So I
No,
right.
guess
no,
I could like see
I
it
agree with
from
that.
that angle. Like,
Yeah, and that's the
you know
only
what I'm
angle.
saying?
But but go ahead, Darryl. What you got to think on it, brother?
I feel like he shot that man and tried to take the bullet back.
Yeah.
Like you already blew the gun, brother. So just
Sound
hey,
like
deal
that.
with the consequences.
And why are you
I
apologizing like you said something like
yeah, like
personal?
I heard like him the video of him being on stage talking about it or whatever, and I was kind of like, all right, I get you. It put you in a different. It took you out your body, but it's rap. That's your man's.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like battle rap. A lot of them cats cool as I don't know what with
Facts.
each other, but when we on this stage,
It's
it's time to
disrespectful.
get to business. That's like
I could never battle
uh
rap, by the way.
Yeah.
Floyd and
Take some
So
good job.
whoever the next greatest is not wanting to fight each other because we friends. No, I'm gonna beat your ass and we gonna make this money, and that's what it's gonna be. So,
Right.
and Cole, that's my dog. But I was like,
facts.
you was supposed to,
Same.
Yeah, I
you was
ain't
supposed
going
You
to.
like
supposed to
I
stand
didn't get
on
to
I ain't
hear
gonna
it
business.
do what
either.
other people doing. Like they talking about, oh, I'm taking this picture down, I'm deleting this music. No, but I ain't gonna lie now. I do analyze them lyrics a little different, brother. Hey, hold on now.
I
Don't
I
talk
got
like that,
rid of
Cole.
my delete later. I didn't delete that later. I deleted that shit immediately. Like
Hey,
I was
that's
I
like,
didn't
petty.
even get to
nah.
hear the
That's
diss
petty.
track
I'm not
though.
gonna lie. That's
It
a
blew me. I'm not gonna lie, cause I was just like, I don't want it, cause it on
I still listen to it.
that
It's
Well,
on
before
that
he
more
took
joint,
it out.
he was talking crazy on like at least half of the songs on some like I wish a motherfucker would, and then
Yeah.
you gonna backtrack like that. I was like, and anybody know me, I'm one of his biggest fans. I went to go see the Sea Dog in Germany. Like I had a great experience at his concert. I thought it was dope. And I don't look at him as like no battler or whatever, but I do think like when he get in little pockets where he just kind of talking and shit, I think he one of the best to do it.
Yeah,
So like,
think he is the best to do it when it comes
yeah,
to like lyric
Mm.
wise. I think he's the best to do it.
I just think that like I just thought that was just so pussy. I'm
I
sorry,
want
that's
to
the
see
best
him and
way.
Drake go at each other.
I don't even. It ain't like I'm like, oh, I get off on like people going like why did you apologize for that? Especially I look at it like this. Kendrick had any song to reference when he threw this shot. He could have referenced any Drake song, but he picked the one song where y'all because y'all only you and Drake only
What
got
I get
like
shot for?
yeah, yeah right. Drake and J. Cole got like what three songs together?
3 songs.
Three songs. Drake got hundreds of songs that J. Cole is not on. And you picked the one song with both of them on there. That's your man's to like make these little subtle references, talking about ain't no big three and da da da. Talking about you get switches and all that stuff. Why you feel like you gotta apologize when he started it? You like, and you didn't say nothing personal. You just said you literally said it was a warning shot, which is understandable because you're like, I don't know if you really was feeling like froggy at me, but I'm gonna say this real quick and just be like, hey, if you ain't got no issue, then I ain't got no issue. But if you do got an issue, go ahead and say what you gotta say because I got a little bit more loaded in the chamber if we gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? Because why don't even subtly throw me in shit if you don't want me to respond back because I'm gonna say what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought
Shit,
that's
oh
the
yeah,
only
you go
thing.
ahead, B.
And I mean,
Now,
I probably will re-download the album because I actually listened to it a couple
look
times.
at
But
you.
I ain't gonna lie, I was like, that was weak as hell. I still got all the other J Cole's, but but
Yeah.
that one, I was like, get this shit off my phone, man. I was like,
But
get this shit off.
now, with Drake coming out and talking how he's talking, do y'all understand more? Or is it still like, nah?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm saying like
Understand more
Understand
understanding
what?
what?
I'm
Understand
saying
more what? Yeah,
understanding
let me
from
get clarification on
J.
that.
Cole perspective of backing out saying like, okay, I see this ain't just
This
friendly
ain't
or
And
if
maybe
no.
he didn't want to get
he
tied
said
up in
no.
all that Drake got going on. Because
Yeah,
Drake
and that's what
gets everybody in the industry, like
I
half the people in there. So maybe he didn't want to get intertwined in that. You know what I'm saying? I
You
think
could have
there's a lot
said
of
that though.
things that, yeah, I mean, yeah.
yeah, I
You
do
know,
feel. I wish he would have said it better because I ain't gonna lie. I did like. I still think he should have took it back, but I was kind of like, okay, maybe they do. Like, maybe this isn't friendly. Maybe they ain't gonna make a joint album like I thought they were. All three of them. Okay, I was
I
like,
don't. That would have been hard, but yeah, Drake. That's another thing. Nicole and Kendrick joint album that they were talking about for years. I don't want to hear that no more because y'all been teasing that for forever and it never happened. Keep that. I don't want to like. Oh, I'm tired of these rappers and entertainers in general holding fans by the nuts. I'm tired of it. Like, drop the music or don't. You know what I
okay.
mean? So, but no, I don't know. Drake. I mean, Drake.
I would say, yeah. What
I
do y'all
feel
think about the
like
Drake response? The
The
first
last one
one.
that he just
I'll say
did.
the first
the
one.
drop
Let's
and
start
give
with
me
the first one.
50 joint I thought
Yeah.
was hard. I ain't think he said nothing like
Facts.
like intricate and like some you like, oh, he said that he just went at him directly like on some for real dish
Yeah,
shit.
he
So
just
it's like,
literally responded to
yeah,
every
everything
bar
though,
that
yeah.
Kendrick said. He just responded,
It was just
and I
funny,
didn't think.
and then in the middle he was like, "And Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums." I
To
was
me, that
like,
was the best part. I'm
that
not
was
gonna
the
lie to you.
funniest part
That
because
was
it
the
it
funniest.
was so disrespectful in my opinion. Because it's like you addressed everybody else like on some like rap shit, and then you like it was like
Said,
somebody
nigga, I'm
that's
not
like,
even
"What
about
Right,
you?"
to
you signed him.
It was
like.
like one of them things like where everybody laughing, like somebody make a joke about you, and everybody laughing. You just pick a random dude, like, "What the fuck you laughing at?" That's how I felt like when he said that, like, cause yeah. So I thought that was
No, I
funny as
agree.
hell. I mean, Drake did everything he was supposed to do. I don't
Facts.
expect Drake to ever hop on a track and throw out 15 double entendres and all that. I don't
Facts.
expect that. I expect him to be direct and like kind of like entertaining with his music. And now Kendrick got to say what he got to say. But
Yeah, I mean, it's
no.
cool.
Do y'all
Then I
think
mean, he.
time wise, like y'all think like there's a certain time limit where people got to respond and all that other stuff?
I'm about to say I'm not gonna lie. After a month, I lose interest. So I mean, he still got 2 weeks.
Yeah,
After that, I
I,
mean, he can drop the craziest. I'm be like, all right, cool, brother.
yeah. I
I'm
the
I
only
listening.
don't
thing I
know.
said about that, what you say there, Daryl?
Cause if I ain't mistaken, when Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem had their little beef, right? No, real
Mhm.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
I think Machine Gun Kelly put his out first, and it took uh, Eminem a minute to respond back. But when he
Mm-hmm.
did, I was like, I didn't. At first, I was like, I don't even care no more. But then when I heard, I was like, all right, that's just straight. But all right, what's next?
It's the
But I
era
don't
we
know.
in. It's the era like
Yeah,
people want that microwave, like instant gratification type shit. So I do think, I mean, and that's just because it's so much music being pumped out. So you damn near do gotta like make something in a timely matter. But I think the initial thing, because everybody was like on Drake for like taking forever to respond. But I was like, it's not like Drake knew, he was about to get dissed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like he on tour, he doing so he gotta get time to go in the booth and like write some shit
Facts.
down. But like Kendrick not responding in a timely manner to me is more important because it's like you
You
can't
started
jump
it.
out the window. Yeah, you can't jump out the window and say something and then not have a couple loaded in the chamber ready to shoot back. So that's my only thing. Like if you taking it, he only got a little bit longer before I think most people not care no more unless he just put
But
out some nuclear shit.
do you
What you
feel like? Yeah, I feel like he might. But do you feel like maybe the reason he ain't dropping nothing on Drake yet is because that wasn't his intended target?
Oh nah, he hates Drake.
Uh, I think he don't like Drake. I think
He
No,
said
I'm
that.
I'm saying like the initial seemed like it was more so intended for Cole. Like it don't really
you think
seem like
so?
it was.
Nah, I'm about to say
The
most of that
song
was.
got.
Nah, most of that
You
was
think
Drake.
so?
I thought he was
Yeah,
calling
only
when he
one.
was talking about clicking
Yeah,
up for a check and
yeah.
calling
He said it's a
goofies
lot
with
of
a check
goofies with
and
a
all.
check.
I
Drake
thought he
signed
was
with Nike
definitely
and he got
yeah.
money.
I thought
That was
all
that
that was
Drake.
that. Yeah, I
And that's
think
why I
all
was
that
like,
was.
and that's what like
It,
listen. I was like, damn, he really don't fuck with bro. Like you ever see
yeah,
some shit? I was like, you
yeah,
hope like it's just rapping. I was like, damn, they really not gonna be friends after. That's crazy to me.
yeah. That's what I thought too. So I ain't really.
I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, but
And
yeah,
then,
I don't know.
and what do y'all think about the second one that dropped a couple days ago?
I thought it was. I mean, it wasn't nothing special, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I thought it was kind of genius. Like he doing. This is the thing,
Stroll King,
and this is what a lot of people don't realize is going on right now. Kendrick is about to make. If he don't respond soon with something good, he gonna make the same mistake that Meek
that Drake.
made.
I about
That
to say
yeah, with
even
that
Drake did with Pusha T.
yeah.
yeah, but really, I think more importantly, with the same mistake that Meek made, because
Oh,
Meek made the mistake of talking shit about Drake, and then that Drake dropped that diss track, and then I think he dropped the other one right afterwards,
mm-hmm.
and then
She
Meek
dropped
dropped
charged.
that one, yeah, and didn't nobody really, but he took forever to write it because he was on tour with Nicki,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't write it in a good enough time frame, and like Drake kept flooding them. I mean, I feel like he basically with them two tracks, with them being so like entertaining, like he kind of flooded the market and people like waiting on you to say something. So you gotta make sure your comeback is soon and good, because if it ain't like fire, you gonna lose the debate, because like it's gonna be like a, all right, bro, we over it now. So if you ain't gonna drop off no heat or say something that's gonna
Might
make
as well
people
keep
like minds explode, you can keep it. So like that's the thing. You gotta say something soon, because if Drake drop another one and you don't drop something soon afterward, people just gonna automatically say you took a L.
Hey, McMills could have
Meek
had
ain't been the same
tonsillitis
since.
that week. I'm gonna tell you that right now,
You said
because there was nothing he could do.
yeah.
Come
ain't gonna
back
I
lie
ain't
from
to
gonna
it.
lie,
I was
that
like,
one song
fight,
he
Meek,
dropped, that
fight.
war pain or war cry, whatever, that song was hard, but he waited forever to drop it. If that would have been the first one he dropped and he would have dropped it in a decent time frame, people probably would have been like, oh shit, this might be a real, you know what I'm saying,
you.
fight. But he dropped that one where he was just kind of like, you can tell he was just mad, so he was just saying a bunch of shit. You got peed on. Da, da, da. Like you ain't even like make it in no rap or whatever. You just start saying personal shit. If you gotta say some personal shit, you also gotta rap it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just sound emotional. Everybody was like, nah, bro, get this up out of here.
Hey,
But
nah.
Kendrick gotta have something in the chamber, and it gotta be good because you started it. But
I say this Friday. What do you think, Shawn, about the second one?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I listened to it earlier. I wasn't fucking with it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say it was like dumpster juice. Like I'm not saying it like that, but
Mhm.
I think like in comparison to that initial one they dropped,
Mhm.
it didn't.
yeah, I don't think it was
Yeah, I
nothing
think that was.
special, but I just think it was like, damn, he got another one, and you still, where you at, bro? Like that's how people looking at it. It's like, bro, where
Yeah,
you at? And I thought it was kind of genius, like using Tupac and Snoop, you know what I'm saying, AI voice, and you wrote something to like make it seem like they telling you to like put something out there. I thought that was like cool. It's gonna be something when you look
Yeah,
back
it's
on,
just
like, oh,
creative.
okay, that was creative. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
Because
like
yeah.
to me, the whole song is just troll. Like that's what I
yeah,
thought. It was like,
hmm,
okay, he still laid out. I
yeah.
thought the whole song, because one, you gonna use two West Coast legends, okay, and then you gonna have them
Hmm.
niggas talking to me like, hey, you writing the book on how to lose? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
And on top of that, he trolling because he can't even clear that to like
yeah,
put
at
on
all.
like no
Uh,
real streaming
yeah.
services.
I was about to
So
say
he
Snoop
literally
Dogg
just
woke up
put
was
it.
like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? Wait.
yeah. So that's what I think about that. And I mean, I think all the crazy part is like the wildest part about all this shit is that Chris Brown and Quavo is doing a better job at this rap beef
I
than
ain't gonna lie.
everybody than the
Is
lyrical
that
dudes.
It's getting to
is
that
that?
point where
I think
I don't
so.
want to. Hey, it's getting to the point where I'm like, I'm cool.
Are
Like I don't.
I,
Hey, they
Chris,
you
talking
talking
I
real
about
think
in
reckless to
terms
me.
of lyrics or response times?
I mean, I think in terms of like it being entertaining, like
Yeah, I've been saying they name dropping. I mean, Chris
yeah,
came out the
they
gate
name
name
dropping.
dropping.
They
It wasn't
very
no.
direct,
Hey
That
man,
nigga said, "Hey, you
hey
a
bro.
bitch
because
with dreads."
that's one
Okay.
thing I couldn't stand about Drake. With most of his
Mm-hmm.
diss track, he don't never say no names, or he being all extra like coded with his shit. Like, bro.
Yeah,
You
facts.
you heard what Tupac said. He said names.
Okay.
He was very direct on what he was talking about. And so that's what I say. It's crazy that you got the singer and the little and the Migo
They said
that's
that.
being the singer and the Migo being more entertaining at this than the lyrical dudes. What you about to say, Daryl?
I feel like just with Drake and Meek's little beef that they had going on, like basically piggybacking off of what you said, I feel like he didn't have to say no names because he was like being specific about certain shit he was saying
And
in
so you
that.
knew.
Like what was it? I
Said so
forgot
much.
exactly how it went, but he was talking about everybody knew that he was talking about Nicki Minaj's
Oh yeah,
wife
is
in
it
his
true?
name. You
Oh,
feel
Oh
me?
yeah.
So it was like,
Is
is
it a
that your
world
world
tour?
tour?
Or the
Yeah.
world
yeah,
tour?
is that a
Shout out to the boss
your
bitches,
girls
wife
tour?
and
I'm like,
niggas.
and his
Hey,
That
man,
was,
nigga
do
say,
he get
"Get
an
up,
award off
Meek.
of that song?
Get up."
and
Did
that
he
was
win an
the thing.
award off that song?
I don't think so, but I think it went platinum though. And on top of that, like, and this is
They
the
played it
thing,
everywhere.
Meek did that response like a month and a half later, that War Pain, and people was just clowning it, even though it was good. Because like on the start of it, he was like, "I'm up counting 300 cash. Nikki in the bedroom sleep." Somebody gonna comment in the thing say, "Hey, somebody wake Nikki up and tell her to check her wallet." I was like, if he would have dropped that months like a month, ago when it was all hot, people wouldn't have said that. But it was like you didn't got trolled because there was the Twitter fingers thing, all of that. So it was like, man, it was just a bad look though, man. But
Hey,
yeah,
but even
no,
them,
it's
they
not
ended up
shit
making
back
a
since
song.
then though.
Yeah, but say they still made a song together. So it's kind of like,
yeah,
oh shit. Because I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, what
They
a
do
time to
say
be
if you
alive
can't beat
too
them,
would be
join them.
nice.
What'd you say?
I
They
mean,
do
what a
say if you can't beat them, join them.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Cause I'm about to say I
yeah,
need that Future and Drake. What a time to be alive too. I mean, you don't piece it up with Metro, cool. I mean, I understand. Cause
yeah.
Metro was like, hey, you playing with me now. You just sent the marching band outside the
Mhm.
script club to just play some drums. All right,
Yeah,
now I'm
that's
gonna have to be
crazy.
all right. All
Yeah,
right,
that's
you playing with me now.
crazy.
We
Yeah,
go
that
talk
is.
about here's a gift for you. Okay. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
that is crazy. And that's how you sometimes win though. If you ain't as lyrical and all that stuff, hey, just troll real good and do what you do best. Be entertaining. So
That's all it is. That's the troll.
yeah,
I mean, I'm curious to see where it goes. I mean, I just again hope it all stays on wax. Um, but yeah, Chris Brown and Quavo was talking a little crazy for me. I
yeah.
was like,
Now that might get serious.
that's why I was
I think
like,
so.
hey, I was like, hands up, I'm cool. I don't need to hear no more. Y'all good? Y'all good.
They called Chris Brown the crackhead Michael Jackson in the song. I was like, hell no. But yeah. But all right, man. I think it's been one, man. It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
episode. Appreciate you coming in, Darryl. I know you wanted to get your shit off for a second, man.
All right.
Appreciate the
Of
invite,
Of course,
fellas.
course.
man. All anytime, Brody. Anytime.
Yeah.
Most
Well,
definitely.
this been a new episode of the New Hood podcast. So, like I said, we always gonna talk about real life stuff on top of a little bit of entertainment here and there. If you got any questions, anything you want us to talk about, or if you want to come up here and rebuttal one of our topics, by all means, let us know. Other than that, like, share, subscribe. Yep. Daryl, before we leave out, you got anything you want to promote? Anything you want people to check out?
Check me out on TikTok, Big Unk, y'all. What's up?
Yes, sir.
All
Link will
Yes,
be in the
sir.
All right,
description.
all right.
right, Big Unk on TikTok.
Bet.
All right. Yep.